Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord again. Can we stand up for 1 minute, please? Yesu ni wangu, ni wazima wa milele. Eternity Gospel Church, the month of favor, the year of establishment and fulfillment 2019. Father's Day, happy Father's Day. God is good. God is good. And all the time. Amen. You may take your seat. Okay. So my name is Rose, and I am going to talk about the perfect family. If you must have a title. The perfect what? Okay, so we can go to Ephesians chapter 6, verse 4. In your head, as I preach, I want you to picture a family. A father, a mother, the firstborn, either son or daughter, secondborn, thirdborn. Let's keep them at 3 children. Chapter 6, verse 4. It says, fathers, do not separate your children. Instead, bring them up in the training and instruction of the Lord. Fathers, in this case, are head of the family. The head. Touch your head like this. The head of the family, the fathers. And then we have the mothers. They normally say the mothers are the neck of the family. Then the children are the rest, the hands, the feet. But one thing I realized, even with the children in the family and the grandparents of the family and the grandchildren, the great-grandchildren, and the generations to come, none of them can be the head of the family. Yes, I can convince my father to do 1, 2, 3, but it's his choice to make the decision. Yeah? So the Bible says, fathers, do not separate your child from or bring them up in the wrong way, but bring them up in the instruction and training of the Lord. It is the role of the father, the role of the head to make the decision to bring me up or bring the child up in the ways of the Lord. May we open Genesis 18:19. Genesis chapter 18, verse 19. it says, "For I have chosen him, so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just." Highlight right and just in the Bible. "So that the Lord will bring about from Abraham what he has promised." I'll read it again. "For I have chosen him, so that he will direct his children and his household after him to keep the way of the Lord by doing what is right and just, so that the Lord will bring about for Abraham what he has promised." What is right and just in the way of the Lord? Ask yourself one thing. Why are you here? Why did you find yourself in Eternity Gospel Church, 16th of June, at around 9:56 a.m.? Ask yourself, why are you here now? Why are you under mom and dad? Why are they not under you? Why is it God has chosen them to protect you, preach to you, serve you in some other ways, and not you over them? Why? It could have been the other way around. It could have been you. Bishop is here under you. You're seated there. But if I get it correct, 27 years ago, let's say 30 years ago plus, God had in his mind that Pastor Miriam, Bishop Kaloki will meet one day, have their wedding on December something, bear children, have a church, this place, have other children and other children, and you under them. But how can a family be if a son, the firstborn son, cannot sit down and listen to the instructions of the father? How will that family be? Ask yourself. How is it that a father, my father, let's say, can say, "Rose, don't step outside that door"? Curiosity carries me. I just walk out like that. And I don't even know what's there. They know what's there. You don't know what's waiting for you outside there. You go, you step out like this and scream. You don't know what's waiting for you right outside that, taking your foot out like this. You've taken yourself outside there. What if there's a robber there waiting to rob you, kill you even? Is it their fault? Is it their father's fault that he didn't tell you, "Do not step out there"? You went and stepped. You went outside. You took yourself. It's not their fault. God won't blame them for your death, for you going outside there. It will blame you. Sorry to speak. But they have been given, they have been chosen, they have been anointed to tell you, do not step out there, do not do 1, 2, 3, do not talk to so-and-so, do not do 1, 2, 4, A, B, C, D, but you with your curiosity and your childness, you go out, you do that. You're putting a curse upon yourself, upon your generations to come. I don't know how much God can emphasize this, but you have to respect the head and the neck of the family. If you don't have a head and a neck, you're dead. It's simple as that. If you cannot see, if you without your head, you cannot see, you can't hear, you don't have hair, you don't have a mouth to speak, you don't have voice, you have nothing. You cut off the head, you are dead. D-E-A-D. A perfect family must have the head, the neck, the hands, the torso, the feet. That has to be there completely, without a strand of hair missing. It has to be there. So if you cannot stand and respect your father, you're bringing a curse upon yourself. This I say without fear or favor. Umejilaani. You're told, please, let me use an example of myself. Rose, please serve me a cup of tea. I say, oh, I can't. My small finger is aching. There's no milk. Sijui what, majani imeharibika. Who are you to tell your own father, hakuna chai, hakuna maziwa, your small finger is hurting, go to the shop. Ask him for some few shillings, go to the shop, buy milk, buy majani, come make the tea. When the father speaks, when the head says something, the body must obey. When I say with my head, I'm going to walk here, the head might not, I'll walk. You see, I'm walking. My head has said, I'm walking, I walk. When the head proclaims something, it says it with its mouth. It says like it has decided. The body will do. There is no way, there's no other option. It will do. If it doesn't do, you're known to be lazy. When God created the world, he began with family. There was Adam, then thereafter came Eve, then few children, 2, Cain and Abel. You know the story, Cain killed his brother. But now, after we have the head, we have the children. There's a reason why there's a firstborn, there's a secondborn, there's a thirdborn, fourthborn, fifthborn, so on. The firstborn must be respected. Second, like that. Respect flows on and on and on like that. If the secondborn, let's say, gives a better offering, a sweeter, obeys the parents more than the firstborn, there's no right for the first. There is a right, a small right for the firstborn to be jealous, but there's nothing he can do about it unless he changes his ways. There's nothing. It's just like that. There's nothing he can do unless he just changes his ways. There he gets his blessing. If he does something weird or something crazy, Cain got a punishment of his life. He was punished by God himself. I don't know how else I can say this, church. I don't know. I really don't know. But one thing I can tell you, you cannot threaten the hand of God. You can't. In this case, the hand of God is Bishop. And how else will you understand that you cannot talk badly, you cannot threaten these two people? Think about John. He was sick. He lost his family. His children died. He was told, just curse God and die. He refused. That's where you're pushing them to. You're pushing them to a corner, just telling them, call a curse on me, call a curse on me. But they are good people. They are from the heart of the Father himself. They won't curse you. They're their children. You're their children. But if you push them too much, you push, they will curse you. They will call heavenly fire upon you. You will die in one instant. They will call your bank accounts to go dry. They will go dry. They will call a curse upon your family. Your family, they will bear no children. You will have no money. Your family will separate. That's what you're pushing them to do. If you can't respect, you see that, get out. There's nothing else we're going to do. You see that, pick your things from wherever they are, get out. You have no stand in this. There's no table in this place to sit. There's no chair for you. If you can't respect, if you keep pushing them to the corner for them to call a curse upon you, to ruin what God has called them to do, get out. There's no other way. Just get out. I choose to stay in this perfect family, to obey them. If they say anything, I'll be there. Even I'm from Antarctica, I will come, I will walk, I will run, I will ride a bicycle, I will climb a mkokoteni, I will be here. Not because I'm born flesh and blood from them. It's because I choose. I choose. They are good people. I can say it from when I was born. They are good people. But if you keep pushing them, threatening the hand of God, they'll slap you. It'll act as an action, just as a reflex action, and slap you. That slap can cost your life, cost you your family. Don't threaten them. Okay, let me say it as a child. If I see you threatening my own parents, flesh and blood, I don't know, I'll go crazy. Don't. God is saying don't call a curse upon yourself just like that. You don't know what pit you're going to fall in. You don't know what sort of power there. You don't know their story. Maybe you do, but if you do really know it, you won't call a curse upon yourself. I respect them. I really do. I respect them with all my life. Do the same. Do the same. God has chosen them. God has chosen the head and the neck of the family already. If He wanted you to lead, you would be sitting on that chair and I would be talking the same about you. But no, God didn't choose you because maybe He knew there's something in you that can, if you're pushed too much, you can call fire upon them. God did not choose you. He chose mom and dad. Do not threaten the hand of God. Do not threaten them. If you can't do those rules, just go. I've given you permission. Go. Walk out through here. Go find somewhere else. Go start your own church, Just go. You can go. Feel free. Stand up, pick your bag, leave. But if you can't respect them, I can't respect you. I can't even look you in the face and smile and say good morning. How are you? It's like a crime. Because you won't do the same to them. If God has chosen them, you're not in the right place. Go find your own perfect family. This is the perfect will of God. This one, as you can see, is the perfect will of God. Do not raise a finger to point at them. They tell you, Nathan, do 1, 2, 3. You don't. Even having the respect to call and say good morning, you don't have. Saying I won't be available, you write a message. What respect is that? Where is the respect? We can't even show you where the respect is. Saying that I can't. I'm a child of 15 years. I cannot. I'm not supposed to be doing that behavior. I'm a teenager. It's in the law of teenagers. But I just can't. I can't call up a curse upon my children to come. I can't. Who are you? Who? Where do you stand? God has said it is the head, Bishop Kaloki, Pastor Miriam, and so on. You respect that or you're dead. It's that simple. If you can't, get out.